The template is being built now. This is the start of something. As a global exercise, Australian music that jumps the ponds. And we're starting to hear that.
Coming to Brisbane was interesting because I didn't realize it has such a rich musical history here. A lot of great bands are from here. One of my favorite bands in the world is the Bee Gees. They came out of Brisbane. I knew that these bands came from Australia. I didn't know what city in Australia. There's a really crazy music scene happening here with all sorts of different stuff. There's some really interesting record labels here. It just seems like a little hotbed of that's getting ready to kind of like do something exciting.
When people talk about music conferences, they seem to be talking about one thing, but I think that music conferences are actually at least three completely different things. For new people just trying to get started in the music business, artists, managers, whatever the case may be, they're a learning opportunity. They can come along and acquire a lot of knowledge quite quickly from a lot of more experienced people. For the experienced people, for the people who are actually in the business, locally or interstate, they're an opportunity for sharing knowledge with peers, general networking and catching up. And the third thing when people talk about these sorts of conferences is the impact on the public, the influx of music and culture that it brings, artists coming in from interstate or even overseas to play. Certainly of the great music events of the world, the South by Southwests and things like that, they definitely operate on those three levels, and Big Sound has got itself into a position where it's becoming that for Australia.
When I heard Brisbane was supporting the arts, I looked at that as illumination. I came to a place that is too hip for the room and just hoping to get out. I was just in a trio with Ry and Bob Dylan, you know that?
I'm really jealous.
I am too.
Inviting me to come play here has been really amazing for me. Plus I got to meet Dyke, one of my greatest heroes in the world.
I'm a total fanatic about what's coming out of Australia now, where the water swirls in the opposite direction in any laboratory.
Is this being videotaped? Will my manager see this? This is Dyke Parks. You have to think that you're hot shit if you're gonna do something. If you don't believe that you're better than everybody else, that means you believe that someone else is better. And then you might as well just follow them, So, you have to believe it. Even if you're wrong, you have to believe that you're better than everyone else. And I believe that most artists do believe that. I believe that you think that you're better than me. And I hope you do.
Now you got 5 crooked fingers from one crooked melting hand. You got 5 lame excuses you supply.